Nam, beautiful souls. Thank you for stopping by this Jai channel where I help you channel your highest self. An incredible way that we can begin to tap into our soul, our highest self, is with Kundalini Yoga. There's many ways to do it, but Kundalini Yoga really is this gift. It's a gift from the universe given to us to use to have this really fast and efficient and effective way to begin to understand the relationship between the finite physical body that we're in and the infinite energy of which is our true home, that infinite energy that's fueling everybody on this planet, literally everybody on this planet. And the more that we can exercise this energy and work this energy and come into attunement with this energy, the more healthy we will be, first on the individual level, but that will begin to spill out, and we begin to hold a really healthy collective for all who want to enter into a light-filled, soul-filled way of living on the planet. So I want to talk about the movement. In Kundalini Yoga, it's meditative. We use mantra. Sometimes we sit still, but there's a lot of movement we do in the practice. It's been said that the soul can only be experienced through the body. And we also know that the body keeps the score. All the traumas, all the dramas, all the happenings in this lifetime and arguably lifetimes are held in the physical body. I mean, the physical body is the construct. It's the tangible physical construct in which we move through this playground, in which we move through this time and space. And so it's taking the hits and it's holding, a lot of the traumas. And so as we begin to move the body in systematic ways, we can begin to release holdings in the body. And as those holdings become unfoldings, it really allows the soul to expand, to become healthy, and for us to come into better alignment with the energy, the true energy, the Satnam of who we are. When we don't attend to our holdings in the body, we can think of that as body armor, all those areas where we just feel really tight, we can't move as easily in the body. Well, we weren't born that way per se, right? It's over time we've created areas that have froze up in the body, that have created armor in the body, and we want to get into those bodies and let them become unfoldings, let those holdings become unfoldings. If we don't do that, what we know about energy, or basically anything that doesn't move, that doesn't flow, is that it becomes stagnant. And anything stagnant begins to stink. It begins to rot, right? And so that's essentially what's happening in the body. As things begin to freeze up, it becomes stagnant. And whether that becomes dis-ease and rotting in the body, that can happen. But some of that time is, a lot of it isn't necessarily a disease in the body. I mean, arguably it is, but it becomes a disease to the mind, right? Because those holdings begin to make us feel rotten, and that energy begins to penetrate outside of ourselves. So just by doing some breathing and movement, which we do in Kundalini Yoga, so much can be transformed, so much. True Kundalini session practice, we do lots and lots of movement in the body. We really work the spine, as that's the main pranic pathway in which energy flows. We work into the lower body to get the holdings in the lower body to move up. We work the navel. Not only does that give you that six-pack and strong abs, but a strong navel point is it's your power center in the body. It's what helps you say yes to the things that align with you and no to the things that don't. We do a lot of arm work. The arms relate to the heart center, right? It's how we serve in the world. There's lots and lots of ways that we move the body just to keep the meridians and the energy flows in the body open and moving, so we're not stagnant, so we don't stink. But let's do a little movement right now so you get an idea of what it feels like to begin to open up energy flows in the body. We'll just do one simple movement. So I want you to take your hands, and the thumb and index fingers are touching. This is Gyan Mudra. Gyan means knowledge, and a mudra is a seal. So it's just a way to seal in knowledge, seal in wisdom that's available in the breath, in the ethers, right? You know, we're all channels for this energy, whether we know it or not. We're all channels for universal energy. The more that we can open up to that, you know, the better guidance we're going to have, and the more trust we're going to have in these times, right? There's a lot of information flowing around, and we need to begin to have a better gauge of what to trust. So Gyan Mudra. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale as the arms come up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. But we're going to do that very powerfully. Go ahead and begin and keep going. Your eyes are closed, gaze inward at the third eye point. You can think Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Just think it. Breathe powerfully, move powerfully. That's how we move the energy junctures in the body. Even if you feel like quitting, keep going. It's just your mind talking. Be stronger than the mind. The energy of you is stronger than the mind. Keep going. Tune into the breath. Tune into the mantra. Keep going. About 20 more seconds. Keep going. Third eye gaze. Just see yourself moving through this with grace, getting stronger with each breath. Exhale, inhale up. Hold the inhale, stretch up, stretch up. Exhale down. Just meditate a moment. Meditate a moment, thumb and index fingers touching, resting on the knees, third eye gaze. And just feel your breath coming into the body lightly. Underside of the tongue, touching the top palate of the mouth. And just notice how you feel in the body. Just be aware of the shifts that you made in just a few moments. As the energy in the body begins to shift, feel the molecules speeding up. This is what it is to raise your frequency, to shift into the higher frequencies available for higher levels of living. And as you feel ready, you can open your eyes. And that was maybe about 2 minutes of a little movement that is typical that you might feel in a Kundalini class. One of the beautiful things about Kundalini is there's many different entry points. We don't always have time to lay out our mat and do an hour and a half practice, but something in just a couple minutes can begin to make the shifts. And if we, do a couple minutes here, a couple minutes there, it adds up. Gifting yourself time to do it for a longer period of time, to go really deep into your process, that's always beneficial. But when we can't do that, we can always do the little things to make the shifts. I hope to see you on the mat soon. I do have online classes. I have in-studio classes I have a Jai membership page for those who want to really commit to staying in a soul fuel community, aligning with your higher self and doing the work just to keep bringing your North Star, your destiny into play. You can check out all that on my website, jaiyogacenter.com. I look forward to seeing you in person, online, wherever it is we next meet. Sending love, sending light, Satnam.